What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, which just continues to explode to the upside here. Phenomenal. Solana, we're going to be looking at Ethereum, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Vong, the Russell 1000, and then the S&P 500. Guys, we are in such a very weird predicament. I think the stock market is heading lower, which means Vong should be heading lower. I think we're going to be breaking this major support that we have right here unless we start to head up above it, and this is going to start our descent back down to this moving average right here. I'm going to draw it and I'll leave it there just so we can come back to this to see if I'm right. Something along the lines of this is kind of where I think we're going to be moving to. Same thing goes with Vong. But we're also going to be looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and these other cryptos, which you can see Bitcoin is kind of stabilizing. Bitcoin is kind of coming back down. Ethereum just keeps pumping higher. This is good news. It's incredible, but it's good news. XRP continues to pump higher, not so much above major resistance like the resistance that we hit, the price ceiling that we hit. I think we're going to start to taper off, guys, and start to pull back down. I don't want to scare you guys, but I'm just, keeping you guys informed. Some of you guys totally disagree. Solana is one of those cryptos that may have a little more wiggle room to head up higher, which would be really nice. So we're going to have to discuss and go over that as well. But there's a lot to talk about here. Yesterday, we made a video, and what I really want to focus in on is that this very well could be history repeating itself. As you guys remember, or maybe you don't, but back in 2021, 2020, this is something very similar happening here where we had seen a major rally up to 60K, came back down, then pumped a second time and hit up almost 70K and then fell, and that was it for the markets here. I don't want to rule that out right now where we saw the original pump, we hit 107, fell. Now we see the last possible pump to 120, and then we fall back down and see several years now of bearish dormant market. It is a huge possibility, which we're going to go over later on in today's episode here. But with all of that being said, resetting this, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right back into today's episode. So guys, before we jump into the technical analysis, BYDFI has partnered with me to do a trading competition for you guys. If you guys are actively trading, you can earn up to $10,000 in free bonus or worth of XRP. So you're going to get 10K deposited of bonus crypto. That's more than likely what they're going to do. They've done it in the past, but I'll double check. I keep forgetting, but up to 10K worth of XRP. There's a good chance they will just deposit it right into your account, probably in USDT, which you could then purchase XRP. Very simple, very easy, but it's free money at the end of the day, especially if you're already trading here. You can get tons of money here. More instructions and rules are down in the description below. Clicking that link here. If you've already signed up years ago, couple months ago, whatever it is, you'll already be automatically entered into this competition, which is excellent. But for those that are on other exchanges, you'd have to sign up with the link down below. We'll talk about BYDFI later on in today's episode. Looking at the current CMC, 68 on Fear and Greed Index, consolidating across the board here, 8, 19, 25, 8, 21. In regards to the past week, we've seen massive explosions. Past 24 hours, consolidation. You can see we've pretty much come up off a rally, 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 so on and so forth. Now we're slowly starting to go dormant. Now we're slowly starting to consolidate, kind of figure out what the heck is going on here. And I'm also trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. You can see we made some videos. We exploded. Obviously, we were tracking the bull run, expecting, this could be it, confirmed bullish. Then we actually had the breakout, and here we are now saying, hey, we might have just hit this top. Don't know how much more wiggle room we have to heading higher. Good chance we can start to scale back down. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And if we jump into these cryptos, you can see like XRP hasn't proven that we can head up higher. We did have a major resistance kind of consolidative wonky movement here, and now we're starting to consolidate back up. You can see yesterday, massive correction back down. It stopped us out. Now we reverse right back up to where we started from, but that doesn't mean we're going to breach this. It's very tough because, again, we're entering an area where we don't have much trading history. If anything, I could draw a previous peak, and you can kind of see that just around where we are now, where we've had previous resistances retested. Same thing right here. So we're kind of battling that right now. And personally, I think we're going to start to become exhausted. I think the market is going to be exhausted, where we're not going to have enough unless we get some crazy, manipulation outside of, normal trading. I think we're going to peak here right at 82, and I do think we're due to see a little bit of correction. Now, if this starts another bull market, this could be it. But like I showed you guys before, there's a chance that, we had one run and now we start to correct. Now we start to see the dump. Or what I mean by that is like Bitcoin has seen its first rally. We correct back down. You can see right here, first rally was up to double top, correction, hit 107, fall. Now we're up to 123. That could be it. I don't know if we have what it takes to hit 200K. I really don't think so. As for XRP again, there's a chance this could cause correction. Like I said, just keep your stop losses tight. For people asking, would you enter? I wouldn't enter the market right now. I really wouldn't enter for a long, if that makes sense. Short opportunities are certainly going to open up very soon. Longs, not so much, unless you had already entered, which at that point, just hitting that stop loss, moving that stop loss higher up would guarantee you profits in case we decide to see a reversal. But it also opens up sky's the limit for potential upside potential. So that's huge as well. So very interesting possibilities here moving forward within a lot of these cryptos, specifically XRP. We'll do these trades on BITFI. BITFI is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange I like to use here on the channel. Buy, long, sell, short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want is offered on BITFI, which is phenomenal. They even have a reward center and a demo trading account, which is also super cool. So you can take advantage, practice your skills, learn how the exchange works, get familiar with everything, and then you can use 50 grand worth of demo money to kind of know all the features, get used to all the features, and that's unlimited. You can keep resetting it if you run out. Make some profitable trades or some unprofitable trades, then you'll know where you stand when it comes to trading. And then you can go claim even more crypto. If you don't want to enter the trading competition, you can always just get this free bonus crypto up to 8K here by completing tasks here, which is also super cool. They have exclusive rewards and daily rewards that reset every single day. Also very cool. And then you can head on over by clicking derivatives, head on over to the live exchange and, take it from there if you think you're more confident enough. But aside from XRP and BITFI, Solana, I think, has potential to head up. Unlike all the other cryptos, which are nearing overbought, Solana isn't one of those that has hit that just yet. So I think there is room to continue to head up higher. I do believe we should slowly start to creep to the upside here unless some big factor causes correction. We haven't broken through it, and we are in a higher low pattern. And until proven otherwise, we're going to continue to scale up. So very good chance, especially with the breakout outside of this descending fractal here, the bull flag, we are going to continue to scale higher, which is phenomenal and excellent, if you ask me. And aside from Solana here, we have Ethereum continuing on the up and up here, which looks good. But again, entering some very wonky territory, but there's a chance now we could continue to scale up. So again, this is another big possibility. Focus is on Solana, XRP, possible correction here. Ethereum, same thing. Bitcoin, like I said, we're nearing overbought. I don't think you can see, we're already starting to see the uncertainty here, the consolidative movement right here. Good chance, I think, correction is going to happen like that. I mean, we've been in a higher low pattern here. And you can see each time we see these rallies, we come back down. So who's to say we're not going to form another kind of pattern like this, another fractal that would then pump us even higher. So that's what I'm looking more so towards. I think we're burning out. I think Vong is going to confirm closure outside of the uptrend, this higher low pattern here. And that's going to cause markets to start to dip back down as we go. Same thing with the stock market. I think we're going to retest and rebound off this blue support that we have here, now acting as resistance. And I think we're going to break outside the higher low pattern that we have. And I think it's going to cause the markets to correct back down a moving average. That is truly where I think most of these cryptocurrencies are going. Or sorry, most where the stock market is going. These other cryptocurrencies, I think, need a bit of a cool off period now. This is the rally. That's it. I wouldn't enter if you haven't already entered. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.